I'd like you to just start off by introducing yourself.
I'm Emma. I'm 33, from Sussex originally. Now live in London.
What inspired you to enter into the world of makeup and SFX? Have you always wanted to work behind the scenes?
No, I was a theatre kid for years and used to do makeup for our shows, like Our Country's Good. I used like Rice Krispies with latex over the top to make it look like boils.
You had any experience working behind the scenes for theatre as well as film?
Theatre, not so much. I did one show straight out of makeup school. At the start of my career, I kind of journeyed more towards the prosthetics. I do kind of wish that I'd picked up both a little bit better. I was always a bit reticent to like work in the theatre because I'd be a bit jealous. A bit like, oh, I kind of want to be that person, whereas it was a bit detached, I guess, when I was in film.
What were some of the most valuable things that you think you've learned from your time on the sets of things like Star Wars?
Lots. A bit of a like short, sharp shock when I got into the industry because you kind of go in expecting a lot of glamour because that's what we see, and it's not. You're working, you know, if you're on an 8-month job, you're doing kind of 14, maybe 16-hour days with your commutes either side. You've got to be resilient. And you've got to really, really want it.
Your experience of joining the behind-the-scenes crew of already such loved franchises.
My first job was Game of Thrones, and I was at makeup school going, I want to work on that. Got in touch with one of the coordinators. Unfortunately, they didn't have any work at the time, but I continued to stay in touch with them. In Game of Thrones, I was a trainee, so I was at the start holding pots of glue for people to dunk their brushes in while they were doing the main application. But I then got to watch absolute masters at their craft. Kind of pinch yourself moments because you dream about doing this. I love what I work on, so I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And to walk into it, it's weird to kind of be able to work on those dream jobs.
Would you say that being neurodivergent has held you back at all in your journey from behind the scenes towards acting?
Found where it's taken me a little bit longer to get a diagnosis and to get kind of the symptoms under control. Struggle with sound sensitivity and lights. That's something that I know now really triggers this massive anxiety in me, and I could never work out why I was getting so anxious at work because I was like, I love my job. Kind of explaining it to myself firstly, and then to a boss, and just go, by the way, I'm going to wear tinted glasses and noise cancelling headphones, and sometimes it's going to be a little bit too much and I'm going to have to step outside. But by doing those things and being very open and very communicative with it means that A, I'm a better employee because when I need to step out, I'm going to, without torturing myself through it, going, no, everyone else can deal with it. I should be able to deal with it too, so I'm just going to bear it. I'm like, no, I'm allowed to go and take a breath. I think going forwards, it is more endearing almost to be myself and not try to cover up with what I think a normal person should act like. Being neurodivergent really does help with the performance side because where we study facial expressions and body language to try and grasp that understanding of people's emotions, that inquiring mind that comes with being autistic or being ADHD really does lend itself to performance and to understanding people.